Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to you about a powerful principle that can transform your life. Just let it go. Many times we carry the weight of past mistakes, disappointments, and regrets on our shoulders. We allow these burdens to hold us back from embracing our true potential and living a fulfilling life. But today I challenge you to release yourself from the shackles of the past. Let go of the negative thoughts, the self-doubt, and the fear that have been holding you captive. When you free yourself from these limitations, you open up space for new opportunities, growth, and joy to enter your life. You want to become a technical master in whatever you do. Your goal is to excel in your field. You wish to become an expert at it. You see, finding something that gives you a strong sense of expertise is necessary for self-motivation. You get recognized for it, though. You get known for being proficient at it. You have certain high expectations for yourself. There is no rivalry between you and anyone else. Simply said, you're putting up your best effort to be the finest version of yourself and the highest caliber of service you can provide, as that speaks volumes about who you are. Acknowledging that you will have periods of low motivation is another essential component of self-motivation. Accept that you will experience a significant amount of failure during your life. It is a natural part of the area, but you want to be unyielding in the face of that. You don't expect everyone to say, "Oh, you want this?" when you ask for something. "Yeah, that's excellent. We'd like to give it to you. You're such a kind individual. I take it that you're doing this for your family." Fantastic. No, that is not how life is at all. No, a lot of doors will be shut in your face and you'll need a lot of loans. They reply, "No, you don't have enough credit or collateral," and the majority of people will give up. However, you must determine that I will act bravely. I'm going all out and I'm not going to be refused. I'm going to pursue this non-stop. It makes no difference how many no's I get. When Isaiah Thomas was preparing for a basketball game, he made a statement that struck me. "I'm going to shoot us in or shoot us out, but I'm not going to do nothing," he declared. And that's the best course of action. A basket cannot be made unless the ball is shot. A home run cannot be achieved until you take a swing at the ball. Most won't even attempt to swing. Well, chances are I won't make it anyway. That's what's being said inside. I'm very sure they won't give it to me anyway. You must be unrelenting in your pursuit of your goals. You must make a decision because I deserve this and will get it. You exert every effort to obtain it. You are motivated by that. The second is that you have to be prepared to take initiative if you want anything from life. Don't wait around for everything to be ideal. Don't wait for the ideal circumstance or for everything to be flawless, because neither will ever come to pass. A reason will always exist. As soon as the kids are older, as soon as I make ends meet, as soon as I file for divorce, all sorts of things. As soon as I have saved up enough cash. Many individuals in life never take a chance. They wish to avoid taking any dangers. They desire the best possible circumstances. You see, that's hardly a faith-filled walk. That is sight-based walking. I'll do it if I can see it. No. Many say, "I'll believe it if I can see it." No. You can see it if you believe it. Additionally, since nobody other can see it, don't be alarmed. That is not out of the ordinary. That is typical. However, you must be prepared to be irrational if you desire a different kind of outcome in your life. You have to be willing to be unreasonable if you want unreasonable things to happen in your life. Being unreasonable in part. You make no judgments based on outward looks. Being unreasonable in part. Because you believe it, you are able to see it. That is a component of irrationality. Being unreasonable in part. Paul once said that in order to call forth those things that are not as though they were, you must have faith. That is a component of irrationality. The majority won't act in that way. Most say, "Give me a call when you're calmed down." Additionally, there is that one of the secrets of empowerment through self-motivation, is that you're looking for a cause that is bigger than you. Look for anything you can help with. Look for an area where you can have an impact, as you are capable of doing so. Being able to give something back is part of what fuels your bigger picture and part of what justifies your participation in the process that gives you life. Say, "I'm not able to provide anything at all. It is not affordable to withhold." Give of yourself, your time, your talent, even if it's nothing more than the willingness to lick envelopes. I'm heading over there, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I pay my tithe to the universe in this way. When you've developed that, being a part of something bigger than yourself gives you a unique sense of purpose that motivates you. An alarm clock is not necessary in order to wake up in the morning. You possess unique power. People will enjoy spending time with you because you'll go somewhere. They'll be able to tell that something about you is unique. You see, nobody would board an aircraft if you believed that your luck would determine how likely you were to reach your target. And I think that since the airline has prioritized moving people safely from one place to another, which I'm delighted they do, you will arrive at your destination more often than your stuff. So when my luggage doesn't arrive, I'm not too angry about it. They prioritized me, so I'm happy they delivered me. You see, they have placed importance on getting you to your destination. Consequently, whatever you decide to do, be sure it is significant and a top priority if you wish to keep your word. Hold it in front of you. The other is doing whatever it is that you want to accomplish, starting to materialize your greatness and stepping up your degree of dedication. This is essentially a matter of exercising your will. Choose an activity that you enjoy doing to achieve your goal. Take one action step, but make sure it challenges and pushes you in a way that you can handle. I made the decision to start exercising this year. I therefore began by performing just 10 push-ups and 10 set-ups. I'm confident I can accomplish that without becoming upset. I'm not even thinking when I do it. So I made a modest beginning. I'm up to 50 now, but I wouldn't be doing this if I had tried to complete 50 in the beginning. I therefore began to accomplish it in small chunks. When you act in that way, your willpower grows. The act of actually doing it, therefore, is what fortifies and strengthens my commitment now. I may now grow and develop from there. After I made the decision to start managing my money differently, I started saving 5% of it, then 10%, and finally 15%. I've now trained myself to survive on 75% of my salary. To do that, I had to exercise self-control, but I also started to monitor my spending. I begin journaling and self-monitoring. You should therefore start looking for something doable so that you can start keeping your promises to yourself. You should also surround yourself with some friends who will hold you responsible, who won't let you off the hook and who will only accept the best from you in order to support you in this new way of being in this new state of consciousness. The possession of a backup plan is also crucial. As you can see, when you commit to doing something, there are frequently uncontrollable or possibly unconsidered variables that will arise. You therefore wish to be involved in other plans. You wish to develop your creative side. You see, most individuals just give up on their obligations when something goes wrong. They don't know what to do next because they don't have a backup plan. Give up being imaginative. If you push yourself, they frequently say, "I'm at a loss for what to do." And I often ask myself, what would you do less if you did know what to do? That makes me think in a different way. I begin to consider my options and simply start trying. But a great number of us simply stop in our tracks. I have no idea what to do. You're aware of what to do. You possess brilliance. Put yourself to the test. Make an effort. Force yourself to think of something. Make use of your creativity. You'll also discover that you know a lot more than you think, that you are aware of your own creativity and resourcefulness, which you underestimate. And the more times you repeat it, the easier it will get. It's going to be difficult at first. You will also ask yourself, how is it that I didn't see this before at the level that I'm managing my business now? After you reach a certain consciousness, they say that we are conscious. I literally ask myself, how come I never did this before? When I look in the mirror, how come I was unable to view this earlier? And why hadn't I noticed it earlier? I didn't put myself out here as I didn't challenge myself. This is the reason why the majority of us never realize how fantastic we really are in life. In other words, living, breathing corpses. Living an uncommitted existence is not worth it. Why? Since nothing is produced by it. You see, events are only created by you. Only your life matters. Only when you are dedicated and make a commitment with your life can you truly make an impact. The people who make the most difference in life are those who devote themselves. That is, those who make commitments with their lives, to their families, to their clients, and so on. In life, you can only have two things: causes or outcomes. Note that motives are irrelevant. People will constantly find excuses to explain why they are not achieving their goals or realizing their potential. They are able to draw attention to those items at all times. However, none of certain items are significant. Results are the only things that matter. Ladies and gentlemen, results don't lie. They reveal everything. Assess a tree based on the fruits it produces, not the ones it may discuss or the ones it may not what you hope for, consider, or endorse, but the results it truly yields. So let's have a look. Although I believe we are all devoted, I also believe that some of us are making progress in our lives that degree of dedication entails, which we especially dislike or find repulsive. I don't believe that being a part of life prevents you from being dedicated. Either excellence or mediocrity is what you're dedicated to. You either have a commitment to productivity or a commitment to inefficiency. Either you're devoted to your happiness or your unhappiness. You see, your actions and the way you spend your time define who you are. So consider what you enjoy doing to produce in your life's journey. I can tell you precisely what you're committed to once I examine how you spend your time and conduct an assessment of it. Individuals that claim to have aspirations, desire to start a business, or wish to pursue something other from what they're now doing. Currently working, they dislike their jobs, they're dissatisfied, and they lack fulfillment. Take a close look at the people who claim they wish to increase their income level, how they devote their time, how they use it, and how they spend it. That will genuinely reveal the facts. People who said, "I want to do better," but you don't find them in technical or vocational schools, will reveal what's really going on by improving their knowledge, abilities, and time management. People will claim they want to be healthy and to normalize their weight, but they always seem to be eating. That will indicate to you that they are determined to live a life of obesity. People light up right after telling you they want to give up smoking. People who declare they wish to give up drinking are always oozing alcohol when you get close to them. That will explain the situation to you. Simply observe what they do. You don't need to pay attention to what they say. Your actions in your life demonstrate your commitment. Alternatively, you might decide that you are unhappy with your current circumstances and that you will take action to change them. See, we're all able to access that power. Why does commitment scare individuals so much? Because many people get intimidated when they hear the word commitment. Why? Since it implies that you must deliver. You ask most people, you see, "Hey, look here, this is what I'd like you to do." "I'll try," they'll say. "That is my escape code, so I'll try." When I fail to provide. Really, it's a courteous no. I lack the bravery to say no to you. I tried, I tell you. Thus, the majority of people favor using that language. They are unwilling to commit to themselves since, among other things, that means there are no justifications allowed. That's its meaning. Not a justification that if you've made up your mind to achieve this, then go for it, even if it gets difficult. So what if it is hard? If it causes inconvenience? What now? You know, a lot of people committed to attending this event tonight. However, they saw that it was raining and that it was getting cold outside. And they make the decision to abandon their promise. And that's what individuals do with their dreams. They fail to keep their word to themselves. Allow me to explain what occurs when you fail to honor your promise. Number one, it begins to diminish your self-esteem and it erodes your self-image. It makes you less confident in yourself. When you break your promises, you don't feel good. Additionally, you start to form shaky bonds with other people. People start to realize they are not able to rely on you. You won't keep your word, therefore they can't rely on you. That type of reputation is your own. Imagine for a moment how your life might be if you made the decision to honor your promises. How much time do you put into improving yourself? How much time do you dedicate to pursuing your dream each day? How many books have you read in the past year and a half? What new abilities or information have you gained? How much have you invested in yourself? You see, I'm saying that you have to actually run to stand still when you start to consider where you want to go, because things are changing so quickly if you want to succeed today. What I'm trying to communicate is that you have to start working on yourself consciously. And now for something different. Fear keeps most individuals from realizing their dreams, ladies and gentlemen. Fear, narrow-mindedness, and low self-esteem are the main causes of people's inaction. People often stay in abusive, unhappy, or unfulfilling relationships because they are unable to perceive themselves outside of those situations. Without that individual, they are unable to see themselves having fun. They believe that this is their only option, for the same reason that individuals become stuck in a particular stage of life. They believe that this is all they deserve and are unable to imagine a brighter future for themselves. They have only ever seen this. They believe that this is it for them because it has been passed down to them. Oh no, gazing at what? Fear is the most subtle and deadly disease that affects humans. According to Dr. Smiley Blanton, a colleague of Dr. Norman Vincent Peach. Dreams are killed by fear, ladies and gentlemen. Hope is killed by fear. Many ended up in hospitals due to fear. You can benefit from fear. Fear, ladies and gentlemen, may immobilize you and prevent you from accomplishing what you know deep down inside that you are capable of. It appears that you are under a hypnotic influence. And I have a query for you. What are the advantages? What are the advantages of letting fear stop you? What is the advantage of giving up on yourself and not embracing life head on? What are you getting out of it? What benefit does that offer? That was among the questions I had to ask myself. I wanted to avoid making any errors. I wanted to be liked by everyone. When I accomplished something for the first time, I wanted to be flawless. That is not going to occur. You will err from time to time. You're going to offend a few people. There will be enemies that you make. When you make the decision to start living life, you have to ask yourself, how long am I going to let this hold me back? I agree with Zig Ziglar's words. Fear, he explained, is fake evidence that looks real. That is a mental illusion that we conjure up. It's a mindset that can be altered. So let's examine how we may start to take action to start reorganizing that fear, growing our self-image, and boosting our self-worth. According to Webster, having comfortable confidence and self-satisfaction is self-esteem. Take a look at your current life. Your life is going well, whatever you have done thus far. Everything that you have created is a product of your consciousness, the kind of person you have become, and the decisions you have made. You now need to ask yourself if you are happy with the work that you have done. Do you really want this? Do you wish that things were different from how they are now? Do you think you're entitled to something greater than this? Are you happy? That concludes it. You are already who you are. You don't need to do anything more. Look at yourself in the mirror and declare, I'm happy. Unlike the people in Calcutta, I'm not going hungry. Are you really letting yourself off the hook in that way? Or do you secretly harbor the belief that you are here because there is more worthwhile work for you to accomplish, something that has been assigned to you? How can we deal with this element of fear? How can we raise our sense of self-worth? You need to start strengthening yourself. How are we going to do that? It's my opinion that you need to start talking to yourself and actively monitoring your inner dialogue. Get to work strengthening yourself. There are moments when the only positive things people say about you are the things you say to them. Thus, my advice is to become an advocate for yourself. Get to work strengthening yourself. Begin by motivating yourself. Say to yourself, I can do this. This is something I can accomplish. I told myself that I could definitely become a speaker when I first started thinking about it. This is something I can accomplish. I had to talk to myself because people were telling me I was stupid when I started attempting to convince myself I could be a businessman after failing miserably, losing thousands of dollars, feeling foolish and stupid, and having people take advantage of me because I didn't know. I was thinking to myself in the back of my mind, you're right, you see what I've accomplished. No less, I had to say. Come on, man, come on, gather your belongings. This is something you can manage. It's just that you still don't understand. Everything is okay. This is the time for your training. This is the cost of tuition for the ignorance you possess. You're capable of doing this. It has been done by others, not requiring an Einstein. Find you some instructors who can fill up the gaps in your knowledge. Find some successful individuals and take advice from them. Attend some workshops and seminars. Go through several business management books. Reframe your self-perception and start taking care of the intimate details. Recognize that no one will manage your company more effectively than you. As we conclude, remember this. Just let it go is not about forgetting or ignoring your past, but about freeing yourself from its grip. It's about forgiving yourself and others, and choosing to focus on the present moment and the limitless possibilities that lie ahead. When you release what no longer serves you, you make room for happiness, success, and personal growth. Today, make a commitment to let go of anything that weighs you down. Embrace the freedom that comes with releasing the past and step boldly into the future that awaits you. You have the power to shape your destiny by choosing to let go and move forward with courage and determination. Believe in yourself, trust in your journey, and remember, when you let go, you create space for greatness to unfold in your life.